Okay, you're live.
It's 7 o'clock. I'll call the meeting of the Hamlin Zoning Board of Appeals to order. Please turn off all cell phones and pagers. The fire exits are located at each end of the building, and the AED machine is right outside this door. Would the clerk please take roll call?
Norman Baz.
Excused.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Here.
Ed Haight.
Here.
Carol Ross.
Here.
Jonathan Vogler.
Here.
I'll give you a few minutes to look over the March 21st, 2022 minutes.
Make a motion of minutes be approved as presented. A second.
There's been a motion by Ed Haight, seconded by Jonathan Vogler to approve the March 21st, 2022 minutes. Would the clerk please poll a vote?
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Ed Haight.
Aye.
Carol Ross.
Abstain.
Jonathan Vogler.
Aye.
Motion's carried, just barely. Okay, on our agenda, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. Kyle and Jessica Felter,
Correct.
would you tell us what you'd like to do?
We would like to have approval for a small flock of chickens, just hens to raise eggs. This is one of 3 daughters, and they go through eggs like crazy. So, and help teach them a little more responsibility too, as far as keeping after someone or something smaller than them. So.
You're gonna learn about life, a lot about life too. You have a fenced-in backyard.
Yes.
There. It'll be somewhere in there.
Yes. And within that, a cage to keep them in, so it'd be rare for them to be out in that yard, so.
Any other questions from the board?
How many chickens you put in that?
6.
6.
It's the minimum that we can buy is 6.
That's state law.
Yeah, so that's, in all hands, I don't want any roosters. I've got to get up early, but I don't want to get up earlier.
And your neighbor won't want roosters.
And, yes, and so far we just moved in and great relationship with the neighbors thus far, so we'd like to keep it that way.
And you'll have all hens, no roosters?
Yes.
The only, the questions we'll have is just, that you have some type of a plan for disposal of the waste, because after a certain period of time, it could tend to have a little odor and distracting to the neighbors and stuff like that, so just want to make sure you have something in place for that.
Yep. Garbage bags, cleaning up, making sure it's, tied up and not dumped, not buried, just off the property. We've got weekly trash pickup. Go through enough packaging and whatnot with food and diapers, and so we've got two trash bins for that. So already set up for that.
Would there be a motion to schedule a public hearing?
I would move that we schedule a public hearing for Kyle and Jessica Felter at 1711 Apple Hollow Lane for a variance from Town Code 520-41B1A1 to have 6 chickens. The zoning requirement now requires 1 acre of land to raise and have 10 chickens. So he's asking for 6 hens, and that would be after 7 o'clock on May 16th.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ed Haight, seconded by Carl Roth to schedule a public hearing. for after 7 o'clock on May 16th, 2022, for the keeping of 6 chickens at 1711 Apple Hollow Lane. Would the clerk please poll the vote?
Rocky Ellsworth,
Aye.
Ed Hay,
Aye.
Carl Rock.
Aye.
Jonathan Vogler.
Aye.
Motion's carried. On Saturday, May 14th, that's the Saturday ahead of the Monday night of the hearing, sometime after 10:30, we always come out and view any properties where the that needs a variance.
Sure.
So if you could just have it staked out or something where you're gonna have it. We like to see everything so that if some neighbor does complain or something, we know what we saw and not just what everyone's telling us and all. You know?
Sure.
And then,
And that was April 14th, correct?
May
Or May
14th.
4th, I'm sorry, May 14th.
And, for the public hearing, you have to have your fee into Cheryl by noon on May 3rd. Because there's a publication fee.
Sure. I haven't seen any, as far as any notification for cost on that. Is there?
That's $75.
Okay.
And we take cash, check, or card. But if you do pay by card, there's an extra $1.75 bank maintenance fee. Everybody's gotta have their piece of the pie.
Oh, yeah, sure. To make it during the week tonight, as far as.
You can do it, you need for payment?
Yeah.
You can do whenever you'd like, you wanna do, I'm only gonna be here, I'm gonna be here next week.
Okay.
So you can do it this week, or you can do it
tonight.
the week of May 3rd. If you wanna do it that week, that's fine, that's no problem.
And all, I don't know if this will cause excitement in your neighborhood or not, but all your neighbors within 500 feet will be notified. So if they have questions or something,
Yep.
a lot of times, if you explain it to them ahead, then they're not here at the hearing objecting or something.
Mhm.
So
But Apple Hollow is a very chicken-friendly neighborhood.
it is.
So-
Yeah, I've seen a few as far as, the nightly walk so far, the few that we've been able to without the rain and cold.
Okay, well, we'll see you then on May 16th, Monday night at 7 o'clock. 'Cause that's when your public hearing will be.
Okay. All right.
Any discussion from board members? Our attorney.
Got nothing for you.
Okay, code enforcement officer.
Everything's going well.
Does it look like it's gonna be a busy spring or?
No,
No, okay, that's
No.
surprising.
yeah, because lumber now went back up to like, I think $97 for a,
I'm finding that out, I'm to do some repair work.
yeah. So everybody was very busy, January, February, and then now lumber went back up. I don't know the reason why. So,
Jennifer, town board update?
Couple things. We're having a public hearing for Lake Shore Sewer District number 2. So that'll be the one in Troutburg that we're with Kendall. It's really Kendall's gonna manage it, but that is getting going finally. And that is on May 5th, Thursday, May 5th at 7 o'clock here at the town hall. Lake Shore Sewer District number 1 is still waiting, I think on like 15 easements. Hasn't even gone to bid yet. We have to get those easements, have to get those easements back, I guess, before we can move that project along. We have 2 applicants for the open fire marshal position, so we'll be interviewing for that at the end of the month. A new assessor was hired, so Liz Spencer, I don't know if you remember, she used to be our assessor.
Yes, she
She,
went to Clarkson, right?
yep, and now she's back in Hamlin.
Is she
So,
doing both towns or just one, or?
Just Hamlin.
So obviously she's familiar with everything.
Which is a good thing.
Okay,
So, I believe, I don't know, her official start date was last week. I think she was tying up some stuff in Clarkson before getting, like, actually here. What else? We're looking at putting out an electric sign in front of the town hall. We've had that old sign that you need to plop the letters on quite a while. So Steve wanted to get an electric sign out there, so we're gonna look at some options and hopefully make that happen. That's about it.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you giving the conservation board report too, or? No, okay.
So I don't know who, somebody must not have been able to make it.
Okay, because Cindy introduced us to the new person last month.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like on a rotation, or Cheryl, do you know? I mean, you're at the conservation board meetings. Is Lou gonna be like here every month, or?
I know he's gonna be gone for 6 weeks now. He's gonna be out of town, but he is planning on doing, attending his conservation board meetings when he's available. And he does zoning board too, but he's just not here.
Okay, is there anything from conservation board we should know, Cheryl?
Tree giveaway.
Oh, yeah, the tree giveaway has been in the newspaper. It's on the sign out front. It's on our website. This Saturday, from 9 to 11. I think we've got white pine, we have balsam, we have white spruce. We got like 5 different species. So we do need people to help. Persons, if anybody has time on Saturday between 9 and 11, if you want to stop into the town hall parking lot, you could help give away free little seedlings.
Does anyone have anything else?
No further business, I move we adjourn.
Aye. That was by Ed and Carl.
Got it.